Hey y'all, it's Pat with Like a Farmer. Welcome to another episode. It's April 23rd, and yes, the Gators are still national champions in basketball, but I've got my guy, two-time national champion, Mr. Tate Ratledge. Yes, Georgia Bulldog. He might be the only Bulldog that I like, to be honest with you. Hey, we're going to have a good time today. Draft is tomorrow. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to talk a little bit of college football. You know, we're not quite done with that yet. We're obviously talking some hunting, some fishing, and damn sure some country music. Every single Wednesday you can catch us on YouTube or wherever you listen to your audio podcast. Tate, this has been a long time coming, baby. How we doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on.
Dude, I'm stoked. You know, you've been doing a great job with your show, and you know, I got to give you your flowers. You know, you're a full-time ball player doing your show. This is my full-time gig, so I got to give you your flowers for your time management, and you've also been busy doing other things, man. Congrats on the engagement. Why don't we start there? Love is in the air, huh?
Yep. It's a long time coming. We've been together for 7 years, so it was a long time coming.
So tell me, you know, you've been in the most kind of pressure, just biggest moment, thousands of people watching, all the bright lights, especially playing for the Georgia Bulldogs. But, I mean, when you get down on that one knee and you ask the love of your life to marry her, you had to have been a little nervous, no?
10 times more nervous than I've been for any football game. I mean, it's not like I thought she was going to say no or anything. I knew it was going to be a yes. I don't know what's so nerve-wracking about it, but, like, that day I couldn't even be around her. I was just a nervous wreck. But I don't know what the difference is, but it's 10 times worse than playing for a natty as far as the nerves go.
All right, so we play a game on the show. Cut the Tension, presented by Case Knives. And we've been talking about it a little bit, but listen, the Georgia Bulldog days are gone. I want to talk Kirby Smart, and I want to talk about the Georgia Bulldogs from start to finish. You got your Case Knife with you, right?
Oh, yeah, I got both of them with me. I mean, I've been using these things since that's all I remember. That's all my dad used. So I've been a big fan of Case Knives since I was little.
Isn't that so cool, man? That generational brand. I don't know if I could tell you another knife company, and it started from my great grandfather to my grandfather to my uncle to me. I mean, what an unbelievable brand. But this is Cut the Tension, okay? Coach Kirby Smart, like, tell me how it was. You're done now playing for them. Like, give me, like, if you could grade it. Tell me some stories. Give me you made the decision to go to Georgia. Like, just tell me how that whole experience was now that the final game has been played as a Georgia Bulldog.
First off, that's the best decision I've ever made in my life, was going to the University of Georgia. I mean, I knew I wanted to win, and I knew Coach Smart was building a program that was going to do a lot of that. And luckily enough, we did a lot of that. But to say it was easy would be a lie. I mean, they put me through some of the toughest experiences I've been through in my life. I made some of the best friends I will in my life, guys that are going to be at my wedding this next year. So, unbelievable experience. I mean, there's been days. I mean, I remember we're in fall camp 2 years ago, and it's 117 degrees on the field, and we're about to go have a scrimmage, and we're in the stadium. And that stadium is just heat. There's no shade. You're not hiding from that sun. And I remember by, like, our second drive, the offense and defensive line were legitimately just leaning on each other. Like, we were gassed. It was like we got done warming up, and everybody's jerseys are dark red because they're sweating so bad. Pants are about to turn black. You're sweating so bad. It was a rough one. And Coach Smart cut us no slack. I mean, usually there's been some days where it would be, like, extremely hot, and he'd put us indoors so we get to cool off, but he will not sacrifice that practice script for anything. What he writes down on that practice script is how it's going to go no matter what happens. So that was one of the toughest moments, and I am glad I never have to run those stadium steps again in Sanford Stadium. We do that every summer. We go up once a lower level for every game we play. So last year it was, I think, we could have played a potential of 17 games, so we went up at 17 times. Run from the stadium to our facility and run up at 17 times. Luckily, they let us do that in the morning, so the heat's not that big of a factor, but it still gets you. It's not fun for bigger guys. The skill players run right up there, but the big guys struggle a little bit.
Oh, I can't even imagine that. Like, take me back a little bit going into your final, I guess, days in high school leading up to the decision. Was it always Georgia Bulldog?
No. I grew up a huge Tennessee fan, diehard Tennessee fan. Was born in Chattanooga, Tennessee. My grandmother might have rolled over in her grave when I committed to Georgia. I still got family members that won't even talk to me because I committed to Georgia. It's that diehard on that side of the family. My dad was a huge Tennessee fan, but when I decided I wanted to go to Georgia, I mean, it was pretty set in stone. I never even thought about flipping it up, switching it. Even when Coach Pittman left, who was the offensive line guy at the time, he was the guy you wanted to play for if you're an offensive lineman. He left 7 days before I signed, and I stuck with it and ended up, like I said, being the best decision I ever made. But it was not always Georgia, but it ended up being Georgia, and I loved it.
Dude, you got 2 national championships out of it.
Oh, yeah.
So it was no matter what, you were never going to the Florida Gators. Whether you went to Tennessee or Georgia, you were going to hate the Gators.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of a few of their coaches. I'm not going to name names, throw anybody under the bus, but there were a few coaches that I wasn't a huge fan of down there. Gave me a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, so, I mean, they wanted you. I mean, you probably got recruited by them for sure.
Yep. I remember Coach Mullet came by the high school, visited with him. So, yeah, everybody knew it was going to be SEC was where I was going to end up. They knew I wasn't going outside the SEC, which is, in my opinion, if you're serious about ball, that's where you want to play. But
love that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about SEC football. I mean, Tate, me and you are on the same page, whether it's like a farmer Mullets on the mic, whether it's being outdoors, whether it's listening to country music, whether it's driving pickup trucks, whether it's wearing our TECOVAS boots. It's SEC football, baby. There's a lifestyle that's tied around to SEC football, what I just mentioned. Like, talk to me about that. I mean, that's how you grew up. That's who you associate yourself with. That's just what, it's just it screams America when you think about SEC football, if you're asking me. But why is that, you think? Why was it always, it seemed like you didn't care what school, but it was going to be the SEC because of the brand, because of the lifestyle. Like, why is that?
I mean, I just think you watch SEC ball and there's an ego around it. I mean, especially here, I feel like we don't care if you put 8 in the box, 9 in the box, we're going to run the football. And that's what we build our program on, is running the ball. And I feel like it's the same way around the SEC. It's just smash mouth football. And then at the same time, if you don't show up a week, if you don't show up one week, you're going to get beat. It doesn't matter who you're playing in the SEC. I mean, there's a lot of examples over the past years. I mean, think about Alabama. No, knocked Alabama, great team. I didn't have much success against them, but beat us the next week, didn't show up to play their best game against Vanderbilt, got beat. I mean, and you think of Vanderbilt as one of the lesser teams in the SEC. No, I mean, if you don't show up against Vanderbilt, you're going to get beat. They almost beat us 2 years ago when we went up there.
Yep, you're exactly right. I mean, it's time. It's like when you're getting on the football field, it is time to play, because that team on the other side is ready to play. That's really cool to see. Talking about that and thinking about that, was there ever a game at Georgia? I mean, you won 2 national championships. I mean, job well done. But was there ever a game that's like, damn, that would have been a very pivotal moment in my football career if we could have won that game?
I mean, I think my mind automatically goes back to the 21 national SEC championship when we lost to Alabama. But I truly believe if we would have won that game, we might not have won the the national championship that year. I mean, I think it got everybody hungry again. I think everybody was on top of the world that year. That kind of humbled us, and then we went into the playoffs with a good mindset. But for me, I think it would have been. Let's see. Golly, I haven't lost. Luckily, I haven't lost a lot. So there's.
How many college football games did you lose? Do you know that right off the top?
5.
Jeez. And how many did you play?
Man, I started in 40, I think. But
that's getting it done.
I guess when I was playing, I lost 3, I think.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a blessing. But
was it always like, hey, I'm offensive lineman, no matter what? Was that kind of, or was it in high school you were doing some other things? And
I got some tight end highlights out there from middle school. I was a dog, but kind of hit a little bit more of a growth spurt. Started putting on a little weight, and it was kind of a history from there. There was no chance of me going anywhere else but the offensive line.
And you've been dominant at that. I like to, we've known each other for a couple months now, and I try to check in on you, make sure everything's good. When you had the injury this past year, and I think when injuries happen, no matter what sport you're in, that's where kind of that dog comes out and like, okay, I'm either going to do this or, I had a great run, got 2 natties, it's just time to hang it up. Like, in your mind, like, talk about that adversity piece, Tate. Like, damn, I'm down, I'm hurt. Mm-hmm. And I know you were. Like, we talked a little bit during that time. Like, I know how you felt, not physically, but, like, I knew you were going through some shit. Like, tell me, like, that adversity piece and to kind of get back up and get after and get ready for the draft.
I mean, it's a blessing in disguise. To go through that adversity, teach me how to get back up off the mat. If we go back to 2021, my first start, that national championship year, third play of the game, I ruptured my Lisfranc and I was done. Had 2 surgeries, done for 9 months. So that kind of set the tone for me as far as being able to get back up off the mat. I knew if I could come back from that, I could come back from anything. So going back to that tightrope against Kentucky, I got rolled up on, wrong place, wrong time, just a bad deal. Yeah, it sucked. I mean, it was my last year. I decided to come back, and that's the last thing I wanted to happen was have to get surgery. And I feel like the kind of person I am, there was nothing that was going to hold me out from playing the rest of that year. So I got back as soon as I could, pushed through everything I could. I mean, yeah, there's some tough moments mentally where you're going through it. I mean, you want to be around the guys. You want to be out there playing, especially like we had Alabama like 2 weeks later. We had a bye week, then Alabama. So not being able to play in that game sucked. That hurt. But, I mean, it's kind of just do it for the guys around you. I mean, I love the guys on our offensive line, love the guys on our team, so it was important for me to get back and play for those guys.
Yeah, 100%. I love that. That's. I think that shows. I mean, I'm excited to talk a little bit about what you've been doing during the draft, but like that type of teammate, hard work mentality for the team, not really for yourself. I mean, I think those are some big check boxes that these NFL teams are looking for. I want to do another segment on the show, man. It's called Beer Thoughts, presented by Outlaw Light. Okay? And I've been thinking a lot about you lately, Tate, especially when I crack open one of those Outlaw Lights. You got the draft coming up. And, I wish I was ever physically in a position to be as excited as you should be with the draft coming up. But, tell me what you're thinking, as we're going into the latter end of the week and the weekend with the draft. Like, how does that even work, man? Like, obviously, I want you to hit on the combine a little bit, but like now that we're here, draft is here. Like, what are you thinking? What's going on? What are your thoughts going on?
I mean, it's weird because you think about college football. I had every say of where I wanted to go in college. And these upcoming few days, I could be in Cali, I could be in Seattle, I could be in Arizona, Texas. I mean, I could still be here in Georgia. You never know. You have no say in it, no nothing. So it's all about where they see fit and wherever they decide to take you. But I mean, the combine's a lot of fun. You get to go out there and compete. You get to meet with a bunch of teams, and it's talking football, which is I can do that all day. My dad was a coach, so I've been talking football since I could walk, since I could first start talking. So it's like my second language. But I mean, it's a fun time. Try not to look too far forward because I feel like that puts anxiety in the room. But trying to take it day by day, trying to prepare myself as best as I can, trying to put myself in the best position to get it drafted as high as I can. I think that's all I can do is control my own controllables.
I'm excited for you, man. I mean, is there and the answer could be like, look, Pat, I don't care where I go as long as I'm healthy and I get an opportunity to show who Tate Ratledge is. But is there any place that you're like, man, I'm ready to go and do it here. I'm ready to go and fucking block for Josh Allen. I'm ready, is there anything like that you think about or not really?
I mean, there's some locations I would take over others, if that makes sense. Like, of course, like if I had to say, I'd be living in Texas. I mean,
yep.
Obviously, I mean, who doesn't love Texas? But for me, I don't care. I just want to go play football somewhere and go win.
I love that, man. So on the combine, it seemed like everything was good. Like, if you go back to the combine, is there anything that you would take back? I mean, dude, some of those videos of you, especially when you're running and the mullet was just flowing, everything was looking good. I mean, hey, any publicity is good publicity. I mean, Tate Ratledge was trending on X that day. But was there anything that you could go back and say, damn, I wish I could do that a little bit better?
There were a few of the drills that I felt like body position wasn't great, but as far as like testing went, that's as good of a day as I think I could have had as far as testing went. I mean, I jumped well, I ran well, I did the cones well. So I mean, as far as testing goes, that's what I was looking for, and that was going to be a great day for me if I was able to do all that, which I did. But as far as the drills go, I felt like I moved pretty smoothly. There were a few drills here and there that were a little weird that I'd like to go back and do again, but other than that, it was a pretty successful day in my eyes.
Even on what's the test? Remind me again on the test, the sit-down part of the test.
Oh, the Wonderlick?
Yeah, the Wonderlick.
They don't make us take that anymore.
Oh, wow. When did that stop?
I'm not sure, but I was fully expecting to take it. and we never did.
Okay, cool. Well, good for you. What draft day, like, is there anything that you have gotten signs for, like, man, I need to be in Green Bay, or I'm going to be with the family back home, or like what are we thinking? What's
I'm pretty. I think they'll want a camera crew there. So I didn't really want to put it in my parents' house, making them have to deal with that. So I'm going to get an Airbnb down here in Athens and have some people over for a little draft party, have some close friends, some teammates, family, stuff like that there for that.
Is that like, because you looked at me a little bit when you said that, like you want me to be there, like you just invited me to your draft party. Was that?
I mean, you can come. Come on.
I'd love to.
We got plenty of room. You can come on.
That'd be awesome, man. No, that's exciting. I mean, you really need to take in that moment, especially with family and friends, and that I'm stoked about that. But I've always wondered, like, man, at what point do you say, damn, I probably should go to Wisconsin versus not? And that's interesting on your take. And some of it, you could be the number one draft pick, and they're telling you that, and you still want to be in Athens, Georgia, with your family and friends.
If I was going to be the number one pick, I'm not a huge in front of the people and all that kind of. I'd like to be around the people I love and the people that help me get there.
Let's a little bit outside of football, Tate, man. I mean, me and you, we've got the same hobbies. I've seen you've knocked down a couple turkey birds this year. Like, where does all of this passion of being outdoors and hunting and fishing and kind of living that lifestyle come from?
I don't know. I think it's just the way I grew up, where I'm from. I'm from Rome, Georgia. I mean, kind of the middle of nowhere, 30, 45 minutes from the nearest interstate. Kind of out in the sticks, but no, I think it's just something I've grew up to love. And then getting to college and football being my job per se, that's kind of like how to get away from that and go have other hobbies other than football. So turkey hunting's my second love, I say, other than football. I mean, I'll chase those turkeys all over America if I got to. But I think it's just.
Have you killed an Osceola yet?
Yes, I have.
Where?
Down like right east of Lake Okeechobee.
Okay, yeah, then you've killed one. Some of these people say they go to North Florida and kill an Osceola.
Yeah, go to Jacksonville and kill one. It's the same thing. I'm convinced they're the same birds. It's an eastern. It's a glorified eastern in my eyes.
What you would say? That's just your favorite type of hunting, like other, like
for sure. I don't even like to go deer hunting. It's too much sitting there. I mean, I don't deer hunt turkeys. I get up and move around. I can't sit there. I don't got the patience for it. But if I hear a turkey gobble 200 yards away, I'm going to it. I'm not waiting for it to come to me.
I love that, man. You bring that action. I mean, Tate, we talk about it a lot, and obviously I'm just assuming you're one of my weekly listeners on the show. I'm just going to assume that. You don't have to truly answer that. But it's like this, what you do in this lifestyle, it's like gotten so popular, man. I mean, whether it's being outdoors and people want to buy a farm and learn how to hunt and fish, or people want to buy a pickup truck, or people, speaking of pickup truck, one Chevy or Ford guy? You're a Ford guy.
I'm a Ford guy.
Yeah, okay. We'll get back to that.
Just got my new one a year ago. Love it.
Say that again?
Just got my new one a year ago. I love it.
Yeah, over at what's that dealership over there?
I get it done at Aikens.
Aikens, that's what
over there. Yeah, they do. They've done a bunch of stuff to my truck, but yeah, they're great people over there.
Shout out Aikens Ford. There's your plug right there, baby. But then you've got the people that are now listening to country music and wearing boots. Like, I mean, hell, country music, Tate. I mean, the people that every single day there's a new artist coming out with a banger, or a new artist that probably shouldn't be in the genre, but they are, because they know people are listening to that genre. I mean, it's the fastest growing genre on Spotify over the last 2 or 3 years, I'm pretty sure. Like, in your eyes, especially being in Athens, Georgia, and in that, that age range of when people really are starting to get into that lifestyle, like, what are you seeing and why do you think that's happening?
I don't know. I think it's kind of just like the new trend. That makes sense. And I feel like you can pick them out pretty easily, the ones that just got on it and the ones that have been living it. But I think it's just kind of the trend. I feel like you have trends that go certain ways, and being in a country look, I guess, the way you're dressed in country music is kind of the new trend. And I mean, it's, to me and you, it's been our lifestyle since we've grown up. So it's nothing new to us. And then seeing people come into it and starting to enjoy the things we like more, I think is pretty cool.
I do too. I mean, I really do, and it's funny, especially. Well, going back to the SEC football and their college fan base, you kind of get that from the fan base too. I mean, it is a lifestyle.
Oh, yeah. It's a lifestyle. They love you and they hate you. I mean, I've had some games where I've gotten some not nice DMs from Georgia fans. And it's crazy. I mean, like when I didn't commit to Tennessee, I had people sending my dad's stuff, me stuff, my mom's stuff, my sister's stuff. My sister goes there now. And
Tennessee?
Yeah, she goes to Tennessee now. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. They take it personally.
What was like the craziest DM you ever gotten through your college football playing career?
I've been told like myself multiple. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that myself multiple times. It's crazy.
That's unbelievable. Like,
guys that just like attack you personally. Like I remember I got a DM last year when me and Brett were when we just released the episode or something, and some guy like sent it to me on Instagram. He's like maybe you should focus less on your podcast and focus more on trying to win football games for us. I was like, all right. I'm pretty sure I was hurt when it happened too, and I wasn't even playing. So that shows you how much people really know this and that stuff.
Yeah, man, it's a sad day. You're always going to get people like that, but you're also in a day and age of social media, which can be a very bad thing, but also a really, really good thing.
Yep.
I mean, I've told you this before. I think you have a personal brand that really could bring a lot to you and your family, but also to a team. I mean, people are going to be excited, hopefully in the next day, but maybe next 2 days to see where that damn mullet lands, man. I mean, we've got to get some. I mean, we got to figure out our merch deal and get some co-branded merch, because I think you're going to light up a new fan base.
Oh yeah, I hope so. I mean, that's what this hair's done for me. I mean, people love it. That's why it stayed so long. It's for the people. But no. It's
when did you first decide to do the mullet?
COVID. It happened in my front yard. My dad cut it, and it was
and
the worst
just
haircut.
like, sit down. I'm giving you a mullet.
The worst. I was like, Dad, I want one. And he's like, all right, I can do it. I was like, I don't know about that. He said, trust me. Worst haircut I've ever had in my life. Horrible. He forgot to switch the blades. They're the guards, so it was the same length it is right here, up here, and there was just longer on the back. It was awful. It's the worst haircut I've ever had in my life. And then it turned into this. It had like a 6-month awkward phase. I stuck with it, and then I was like, I'm going to keep it for a little bit longer. And then it ended up becoming like my trademark, my brand. So I was like, oh, here it goes. It's staying. So I've had it for 5 years now, almost.
Hey, y'all, it's Pat here. I got something to say. Reading is the single most important skill a child needs. Yet, 25 million children in the U.S. can't even read proficiently, which prevents them from achieving success in school, participating in all areas of life, and realizing their own dreams. But this is a solvable problem, and I'm going to tell you why. Ending children's literacy crisis in America is the heart and soul of one of my favorite nonprofits, Bernie's Book Bank. You want to know what their mission is? It's to deliver enough free, high-quality books to help children build their own at-home library. They do this with a passionate collective of volunteers and partners who believe no child should be hungry for food or knowledge. Since 2009, they've distributed over 28 million free, high-quality books across Chicagoland and the greater Milwaukee area. And they're not stopping, I'm telling you. They're not stopping until every child who needs a book has them. You want to know what their next chapter even is? They're coming to my state, the Sunshine State, the great state of Florida, where they plan to serve all qualifying children throughout 12 different counties. If you want to empower future leaders, you need to support today's readers. You can help by contributing to their efforts. To learn more about ways to get involved and to donate, visit berniesbookbank.org. Hey y'all, it's Pat with Like a Farmer. Are you looking to add some local flavors to your recipes? Well, visit freshfromflorida.com today, where you can browse hundreds of delicious recipes that bring Florida freshness to your table all year round. Become a Fresh from Florida member for free and create your own menus. Save and send your favorite dishes and get exclusive access to monthly newsletters packed with fresh local recipes. I can promise you, you will be a favorite in your neighborhood. From the Florida fields to your fork, year-round freshness and flavor are just a logo away. Fresh from Florida, there's a sunshine in every bite. Hey y'all, today's episode is brought to you by Ag America, your go-to financial partner for all things agriculture. As the largest independent financial firm dedicated to rural America, Ag America is changing the game when it comes to ag lending and leveling up finance options for farmers, ranchers, and landowners across the nation. And I'll let you know a little secret. The thing that sets this company apart from the rest is the people. They understand firsthand the unique needs of American farmers and ranchers because many of them grew up on farms themselves. They take a farmer-focused approach to finance, prioritizing relationships over transactions to help you build a stronger financial foundation for you and your family. So whether you're looking to buy land or secure working capital, Ag America has your back. Visit agamerica.com today to learn more and see how they can help you achieve long-term financial success. Because when farmers thrive, we all do. I love it. Do you have like an official logo yet?
No, I do not. It's always, everyone I've tried to put a mullet on looks weird. So I've worked on it a few times, was going to release some clothes and some hats with it on there, but was never able to get one that really stuck out.
Hell, let's jump into probably one of my favorite games on the show called Give 'em the Boot, presented by TECOVAS. You got your TECOVAS out there? I mean, and I'd like for everybody in TECOVAS to know this guy's already got like 6 or 7 pairs. I mean, you want to talk about
my go-tos. I wear them everywhere. I proposed in a pair of TECOVAS. Every game day I wore TECOVAS. I mean, I wear them all the time. I got a pair that are my go-to. I've got a pair that are nicer. Got a pair that I wear to do whatever in. So,
can you tell me the ones that you like proposed in? Like what?
They're the suede ones. I don't remember what they're called, but they're sitting right over there. They're the suede gravel colored ones.
That's awesome, man. You even got an engagement pair to cover. That's cool. All right, so here's the game, Tate. Listen, there's going to be 4 questions I'm going to ask you. You can give one of them the boot, or you cannot. But you can only give one the boot. And if you do give one the boot, that means you have to answer the rest of them.
All right.
Sound good?
That sounds good.
All right, so you, throughout your career, University of Georgia, you blocked specifically for 2, bigger name QBs, Mr. Stetson Bennett and Carson Beck. Who was like your favorite one to block for? And that's not one dig on the other. It's just like, who did you like, whether it's a style or, how they are in the pocket? Like, which one did you like blocking for better?
So as an offensive lineman, you always want to block for a quicker quarterback. If you get beat quick, you want to have a quicker quarterback there that can get out of the pocket. Love Carson to death. Getting out of the pocket was not his strong suit. Stetson could get out of the pocket. Stetson had a little wiggle to him, and me and Carson are really good friends, and I mess with Carson about this all the time. And but probably Stetson as far as an offensive line play is, because he got out of that pocket. He kept us out of a few sacks for a few years.
Man, I still remember when Stetson Bennett came onto the scene. Man, it almost reminded me of like a character that should have been in
Superbad.
Stetson Bennett came into the scene. I thought he looked like a character that needed to be on Superbad. Didn't have any swag, could throw the ball, could get it done. But that next year, man, when he came out swagged up, ready to get it done, like that had to have been cool for you to see too, right?
I mean, it's because Stetson's story. I knew Stetson as a person, and to see what he's been through from coming to as a walk-on to going to JUCO to coming back to not even getting a shot at the starting job to end up becoming a starting quarterback and winning 2 national championships is just awesome. I mean, and Stetson as a person, I love Stetson to death. He's a great guy, but to see him have that kind of success and turn into the player he was, I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Couldn't agree more. And while we're on that topic, before I go to the next question, give me a little rundown, your little hot take on Georgia's new QB now that Beck is in Miami.
Gunner, baller.
Gunner, yeah.
He is a church mouse off the field. Does not say a word. On the field, complete flip. I mean, we were playing Texas. He came in the Texas game. It was the 3rd play of the second half. He scrambles, runs, and lowers his shoulder on a corner, gets up, starts talking shit to him, and we were in the huddle like, oh, man, here we go. He's fired up. I mean, it's complete offset. I think we're in good hands with him back there throwing the ball around. I mean, he's got that whole team behind him.
Love that. We got to see him on Mullets on the mic when you get all settled in. It'd be good. All right, next question. Given the boot presented by TECOVAS. Favorite teammate of all time?
It's a tough one. I've had some good ones.
You've had some great ones.
Golly, I don't even know if I might have to give that one the boot because I don't even know if I can answer it. I'm gonna have to give that one the boot because there's too many just to name one of them.
Once again, I mean, that makes total sense that you're a teammate guy. I love it. I cannot wait to hear that name get called. All right. A Kirby Smart story that really just kind of that kept, that you have really kept in your heart and your mind. And it could be for a really good reason, or it could just be because it was an ass chewing of a lifetime. But I want to hear a Kirby Smart story.
Kind of in the same situation I was in that last one. There's so many, I got to choose one. I would probably say my sophomore year, we are doing one-on-ones. And an older guy in the league now looks at me. He's like, all right, let's calm down. Take a rep off. Not a rep off, but not balls to the walls this rep. So we do it, and Coach Smart sees it, and all of a sudden I see him just sprinting over there. He starts lighting into me, and everybody else just sitting there giggling. He's lighting into me. He's like, we're going to go 7-4 with you back playing for us, blah, blah, blah. Says a bunch of other stuff I'm not going to say on here, but ends up turning around, starting to walk away, turns back to me and just spikes his microphone and breaks it.
Jeez.
And I'm sitting there like, oh no.
Just Gronk spiked it.
Yep.
God, that's a great one. That you want to talk about a guy that's intense, man. I forgot it was one of his viral kind of moments that just went through the roof, and it was like the hungry one. And like we're ready to eat.
I want you to F and eat. I want you to F and yeah.
Yeah, we got to roll that.
Being a captain this past year, I sometimes hated being a captain because I would have to miss his pregame speeches. I mean, he'll get you ready to run through a brick wall. If you're not ready to play after one of his pregame speeches, there's something wrong with you.
I'm with you. I mean, he seems like a guy that you want to go to war with. Seriously.
100%.
All right. What was that? Okay. Last and final question. And I'm interested in this because I hated seeing both of them. I'm a Florida Gator. But I know how you are and how you see the game. I think your IQ is very underrated sometimes, to be honest with you, just the knowledge of the game. So I know you're very intuitive in what's going on. But what was your favorite national championship at Georgia that you won?
I mean, I'm going to have to say the 2022 one because I played in it. I was hurt the first one.
Yep.
So the 2022 one beat the mess out of TCU. I mean, yeah. I think I would have to answer that selfishly for me, but as like a program, the first one. But for me, selfishly, the second one because I got to play in it, which was an amazing experience. I mean, I think we're in the third quarter and we were eating wings on the sideline.
What kind?
They were buffalo. They were pretty good. Got them from one of the suites behind us. The offensive line had a little platter of wings out there.
Dude, your third quarter, you're just eating buffalo wings because you're just putting that much of butt whooping on them.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I think that game, too, they took out the starters and they kept the one field goal. And at the time, I dipped. I quit dipping and finally done with that, but I had a dip in. And we scored. And one field goal. I'm like, oh, no. I didn't have time to throw it out or anything. So we're on turf. I wasn't just going to throw it out in the middle of the turf. So I go out there and buckle my chin strap. And where that chin strap is pressing on it. And I'm like, all right, guys, I'm talking to TCU. I'm like, all right, guys, this game's over. You're not blocking this field goal. Let's take it easy. They didn't want to take it easy, and they knocked that dip everywhere. I think it probably got in one of their eyes.
That's an unbelievable story. That's great. What was it, like Copenhagen Mint? You just
Grizzly, wintergreen.
Grizzly or wintergreen. Well, good for you for quitting. How about that? Round of applause for Tate on quitting tobacco. I know you got to be zenning, though, at least now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad that you said that about the TCU game. We're not in college football anymore. We're going to the big leagues. So now let's talk. Let's do a little deep dive, Tate and Pat. I think me and you could host our own sports shows, to be honest with you, going back and forth, talking different sports. I want to know, and you kind of saw it in basketball a little bit too. I mean, Final Four was all the 4 number 1 seeds. Mm-hmm. I think NIL's kind of taken over, and You're never going to have a Steph Curry at Davidson have 1 year and stay at Davidson. Nah, I think Todd Golden's going to call him up and offer him $1 million. He can come play for Florida.
Yep.
the football. I mean, what were your thoughts on the college football play? Some of those teams, Tate, I don't think belonged in the playoffs.
I mean, you could looked at us and told us we weren't one of them after that Notre Dame game. But,
Yeah.
I mean, it's an expanded playoff, and the way – and, I mean, nobody's ever going to agree with everybody that's seeded, whatever. But, I mean, it's who shows up to play. Like Tennessee had to go up to Ohio State, which is a completely different environment than they're used to playing in, and what Ohio State is used to. That's what they like to play in, is that cold, that freezing. Tennessee's going way out of their comfort zone to go out there and play, and it showed. I mean – I think Tennessee's quarterback was really uncomfortable in that cold weather, and it showed. And Will Howard, extremely comfortable in that weather. So they ended up obviously winning the national championship because they were a really good football team this past year, which I don't like saying because I'm not a huge fan of Ohio State, but really good football team this year. I mean, kudos to them. They had an elite football team, and they won it all. But, I mean, as far as that, I don't even remember who else was in it. I mean, it was –
you had Boise State.
Oh, Indiana. I mean,
Indiana.
It's hard because they have a good record, but you look who they played, and there's not really anybody on that schedule. And, like, in my opinion, 100% the Ole Misses of the world should have been in over them.
Let me tell you something. Towards the end of the year, you didn't want Coach Napier and them boys coming to you. The Gators were hot at the end of the year.
That we want them to come to us in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man. Lost to them once my freshman year in 2020.
That was the only – okay, so we got you one time.
Yep, got me once. But other than that – but, I mean, I think it's hard to just look at record because you look at that Indiana team, which was a good football team, don't get me wrong. But top 12 after – I mean, they had the good record, whatever. But top 12, I don't know if you can throw them in that top 12 conversation. I think if you line them and Ole Miss up, Ole Miss boat races them. Yeah. But there's certain teams across the country that you look at, especially as a football player and knowing, like, who's on that field, what they're doing, stuff like that, and you just look at it and you're like, okay, this is a better football team than this. So it's tough, but it's how the dice roll sometimes, and I think the 12-team playoff is kind of watering it down a little bit. I think that 4-team playoff was really good. I mean, I think it was just good on good the whole time. There wasn't much blowouts. There wasn't much lack of competition. But what they went to. But it's kind of my take on that.
That's a great take. I mean, you know, we're mid, latter into April. Spring games going on. Football. I mean, it's full force. For the people that don't know, it's not like, hey, it's August, let's go play football. No, these boys are getting it done. It's year round.
We got 2.5, 3 weeks in May off, and that was about it.
Tell me, I mean, what are you thinking about your boys in Athens this year? I mean, because you're going to be one of those guys. Listen, you are through and through. It's not like, hey, see ya, Bulldogs, you're never going to hear from me. Number one, you're going to go make a couple $1 million. You're going to do some donations now. That's the NIL. You're going to play with the game. You love it. And I know I just committed, so you're welcome, Coach Smart. Yeah, Tate will be donating some money back to the university. That's the type of guy he is. But tell me, how do you think the boys are going to be this year?
I mean, yeah, like you said, I love the G. And in my opinion, as long as Coach Smart is the head football coach of that football team, they're going to stand a chance every year. It's the way he runs that program. It's how good of a coach he is. It's the coaches under him. I mean, there's a standard that he holds, and if you're not up to that standard, gone. So as far as he's the head football coach, I think they stand a chance every year.
I think that Saban-esque, right? I think you're spot on, right? I mean, I think there's only a few that have that MO of, like, if that guy's the coach, they're going to be in contention. And it's hard to find that. It's not like you have, 10 every year. I don't know. I mean, you help me out here. I think it's Coach Smart. Who else is like I think – they are doing good in Knoxville. They are, and they're showing that. But I think
you got to put Coach Sweeney up there. I mean, he's done great things up there at Clemson. I think now, especially they won a national championship, you've got to put Ryan Day up there.
Right. Yep. Spot on. Dabo for sure. Flowers to him. What he's done at Clemson, what he continues to do at Clemson when everybody just bashes Clemson every year. I think you're spot on with that too. So yeah, I would agree with that. Mm-hmm. What finishing up on this draft, you've got some dudes coming out, man. I mean, do you have you're focused on yourself and your success and where you're going to land, but who is somebody in this draft that you're like, that guy is going to be special in the next level?
Jalen Walker, Michael Williams, I think both of them. I mean, I block them every single day at practice, and iron sharpens iron. They've got me so much better. Just seeing them made other people look in slow motion. So I think both of them are going to be special. They both got the mindset. They both got the ability. They both got the work ethic, the attitude to go about this the right way and then go into the next level and have a really successful career.
Who's your favorite QB coming out this year?
Favorite QB?
Beck staying. So
Jackson Dart just jumped up the list after he killed that turkey. I don't know if you saw that or not, but
did I? Jay Dart, my boy. I'm telling if I could, it's funny because if I could do a trip, and I know I got my team listening, like of all the guests that have come on this show, and we do like a hunting trip, dude, you know how big of a party that would be?
Oh, I can imagine.
I mean, we could have because there's some dudes that have been on this show that like, hell yeah, let's go. Let's go Jay Dart. Let's go Tate. Let's go Riley. Let's go Parker. Let's go, like, even Dan Orlovsky would come out there and fucking sling some lead at something. Like, we could have a good time. But you're right. You know, Jackson, it goes back to that combine and going out there and throwing and doing what you're supposed to do, even though you might not have to, and your stock just continues to rise.
Yeah.
That dude's
and with that being said, I like Cam Ward too. I mean, watching his film, I mean, the confidence he has in that pocket is unbelievable. I mean, and he sits back there and throws dots. I mean, he's a great quarterback and he's mobile. He makes plays, but probably those two are probably my top two favorites in this draft class.
When you think about like what's next. After you're going to get your names called, everything's going to be great. You're going to go and you're going to make a franchise, that much better. Like, even the draft, like when you get that money, the first time you get that money, Tate, I mean, what are we buying? I want something cool thrown out there.
Good Lord. Oh, man. Probably, I want to go elk hunting, so I'll probably start looking for a place to elk hunt in the off season. That's on my bucket list, go kill an elk. So I think that's probably what I ended up doing, and then figuring out how I can hit a grand slam next season.
What are you missing?
Missing the Merriam and the Rio.
I can help out on that,
but
too.
like,
it'll be a fun one.
Obtainable right there. What am I buying? If I buy something, it might end up being something a little bit smaller in my truck because I don't know if I want to drive that thing every day around a ginormous city with all those tiny parking spaces. Athens is rough. I could only imagine being in one of those cities.
It's a big boy too. And keep in mind, now you got somebody else to be thinking about now too. So
I do.
That was a test question. That should be the first thing you say.
I'd probably end up getting one for myself, and she'd end up just driving out of it. I'd be driving my truck every day still.
There you go. I want to go back to what you mentioned, and I would love if you could just give me some sort of take, and I don't know if you've heard anything or not, whatever you expect, but there's a secret sauce down there in Athens, especially on that defensive line. There has been some dudes, hell, I mean, how many of them already won Super Bowls, right? I mean, there is a secret sauce down there. If there's some sauce on the defensive line, what does that mean on the offensive line? That means they're as sharp as a D-line are, just like what you just mentioned. I mean, how does that – like, that has to give you some sort of an edge, right? I mean, you just named two of them. I mean, who are the big boys that got drafted a couple of years ago? I mean, that plays for the Eagles.
Devontae Wyatt, Jordan Davis, Nolan, Trayvon, N'Kobe, Quay. I mean, that front seven that year was unbelievable. I mean,
you're blocking them every day. People don't realize that.
Going against JC made me so much better. I was so much to him for that. I mean, I'd get in the games and other defensive linemen were moving in slow motion compared to what he was doing in practice. I mean, it was unbelievable. But, I mean, going against those guys got me 10 times better because I knew it was either if I didn't show up to practice and to go, I was going to get my ass kicked. So you had to show up to practice, or those guys were gonna embarrass you.
So you feel good going into this draft and like about yourself, like your talent, how you feel, everything. I mean, especially in your position. Like if they need that position, you call me.
Yeah, I think confidence there's a difference between confidence and cocky.
Yep.
I feel like to be successful in a sport, especially playing offensive line of football, you got to have some confidence about yourself, or you're going to go out there and get beat time and time again. You've got to go out there and believe you're that guy every time you step on that field and make somebody prove you're not.
I think you can mic drop after that. Let me ask you a question, man. And you, like we've talked about a little bit, your personal brand is one of my favorite. I mean, there's a reason why, like, I think your show, what you do off the football field is awesome. Obviously, you speak for yourself on the football field. What's like a brand deal, like a dream brand deal that you would love to have that just screams Tate Ratledge?
You remember Troy Polamalu on the Head and Shoulders commercial?
Yeah.
I want somebody to turn their TV and me be shaking my mullet on the Head and Shoulders commercials.
I love it. We can make that. We need to make that happen, man. I mean, I will do my job off the field. You go do your job on the field, and let's get that happening. That's awesome. That's fitting too. I love it, dude. I'm so excited for you, man. I really am. We don't get to talk as much as we should, but we're running some of the same circles, and I like catching up with you, checking in on you every other month, and I'm ecstatic about you. Especially more on the engagement than what's coming in the next couple of days, because that's a lifetime, and that's your partner, and I'm excited for her and excited for you. But you've put in your work, man. I want you to enjoy every part of it, and then afterwards, you and we just need to go do something. And we need to get on the road, right? Let's get with Jake Kinney or some of these country musician boys, and let's go and listen to some country music.
You tell me when. I'll be there.
I mean, that would be fun right now. I mean, who are you listening to right now before we go, like, favorite country music right now?
I'm an older country kind of guy. I listen to a lot of Waylon, a lot of George Strait, a lot of Alan Jackson, probably newer ages. I listen to a lot of Aldine. I listen to a good bit of Riley Green, so kind of up there. But older country is usually where I stay.
I love that. Dude, don't ever change, Tate. We need more like you, man. And
I don't know about that.
I'm saying that. I'm putting my stamp of approval on that. I don't know where you're going to land here in a couple of days, but don't change, man. Listen, Tate, if I see your ass down there in Miami and you playing for the Dolphins and you over here got some gel slick back with some tight shorts and a white, linen cloth beach shirt, I'm gonna have to call you out, man. Or if I see you in New York City with a damn something on, you just be yourself. That franchise is gonna love Tate Ratledge, I promise you. It's very underrated what you did with the Georgia Bulldogs. Very underrated what you do for just the people that you surround yourself with. You were that dude, man. I appreciate just being able to call you a friend.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on the show today, man.
For sure. Thank you for having me. It's been a fun time.
And as always, appreciate everybody tuning into the Like a Farmer podcast. Like I mentioned, every single Wednesday. Catch us on YouTube or wherever you listen to your audio podcast. Look out for that name, Tate Ratledge, this weekend on the NFL Draft. Love y'all.